Welcome to Balanced Health. I'm Shirley Rose, and this is Joe Costello. You know, we all want clean homes and spend lots of money purchasing many different soaps, detergents, and cleaning agents to achieve this. But in an attempt to create clean, safe environments, we may be inadvertently introducing hazards and toxins into our homes. Home cleaning products is our topic today, and in the next half hour, Joe will show us which types of products to look for and what to avoid. Joe, this is kind of a different topic. Why in the world would we take a whole show and talk about cleaning products?
You know, it's probably a lot more important, significant, and impactful in people's lives than they realize. Simple Balanced Health, we talk about making decisions and changes in your life that are doable, affordable, and are not tremendous sacrifices.
Right.
We're going to talk later, Shirley, about how cleaners used to be, what they have become now, but we're going to find that you can have effective cleaners without having being a pretty purple or having it smell like 7 different colors of flour.
Right.
The impact that it's having on people's health is much greater than they would think. But again, as we go back to the notion of simple balanced health, what we understand is this. We've talked about the type of deodorants to use, right? We talked about aluminum and deodorant contributing to poor health. We've talked about saccharin and toothpaste contributing to poor health. Of course, we've talked about poor things in food contributing to poor health. Lack of exercise contributing to poor health. Like many things in life, it's never one thing. So, you know, and that's the problem I have with some of these infomercials and certain nutrition companies, even certain types of doctors. You know, the thing that they do or the thing that they sell is the answer to everything. Well, our life has many dynamics to it. And one of them is the things that we use in our home every day to clean. It impacts our health, it impacts the indoor air quality of our home, and it impacts our environment. So we're going to talk about how those things are relevant, but the main point I'm making here is this is, you know, are the cleaners in your home the sole cause of your health problems?
Probably not, yeah.
Are they helping, or are they hurting your health, helping your disease or whatever you're battling? Is it helping that cause? It probably is. It's probably adding to, so it's a little bit here, we help a little bit here, take this out, put a little bit in, and we ultimately get a chemistry for good health.
Yeah. Well, I just actually am writing a book, to boomer women, and one of my chapters is on health, and I give some really a lot of different principles, many of which we talk about right here on the show. And what I say to the women who are reading this book is, you don't do 10 changes, but if you can just change 2 or 3, if you can incorporate 2 or 3 healthy habits into your lifestyle, it can make a huge difference. It can literally lengthen your life or give you more productive years to live. And that's what this is about. This is another area where, like you say, maybe we're not even aware. And so to begin with, what are some of the hazards? What are some of the toxins that we may be have in our homes that we don't even realize?
Well, one of the bizarre things that you see with some of these cleaners is, and we've had Dr. Contreras on the show before talking about hormonal balance and PMS in women and things like that. And one of the things that he talked a long time about was what we call these xenoestrogens, okay? And another word for it is designer estrogens. So they're not natural estrogens. They're man-made estrogens, but they're things that literally throw off the hormonal balance in a woman's body. And you'll find those things in the chemicals of some of these cleaning solutions.
Wow. Now, why would they put them in there?
Now, who would have thunk it?
Yeah, who
well,
would have
because
thunk it?
It makes things smell prettier, it makes them more purple, it makes them more concentrated so they can tell you that one drop cleans, whatever it is. It gives it a longer shelf life. The stuff is not biodegradable.
And maybe it actually does make it more effective, but is it worth the trade-off?
Well, how much more effective? Is it 97% clean versus 99% clean? Shirley, I have been around this alternative healing side and been out of many clinics, and I could not begin to tell you how many people just started removing things like aluminum deodorant, perfume, household cleaners, changing carpet for hardwood floors, getting rid of the type of draper material and using plastic blinds instead, and having all these little environmental factors just add up to a whole big change in their life. So these are the things that we're seeing. We're talking about indoor air pollution. Studies are showing us now that cleaners, among even more than some of the things that fuel we put in our car, not you'd ever consider drinking gasoline, but cleaners are some of the most toxic substances that are out in the marketplace. And one of the things that we're seeing is not only the effect that it has on your indoor air quality.
So the breathing the fumes is
breathing
what you're
the fumes,
about.
the things that it would impact, your overall health as an adult. Calls the emergency center, the poison control center for children, is the greatest with household cleaners by far, more than 50% by ingesting them. Now, for the younger kids, 6, 7, 8 years old, those kids, it's involuntary curiosity killed the cat, excuse the pun. But unfortunately, Shirley, for some of our older kids, for some of our adolescents and teens, there are things in these cleaners that they can literally get high off of, get stoned off of, and they do. Some of the oven cleaners and some bizarre stuff.
Well, the worst cleaners would be what? The oven cleaners, the drain openers, and those kind of things.
Anything
right?
anything that does that, especially the drain and the toilet bowl cleaners. I mean, some of these stories are so touching, I could hardly even comment on what some of these kids have done, some of the things that they've sprayed in their mouth or sprayed up their nostrils, and how carcinogenic it is. And the thing about that, Shirley, is that it's not necessary.
Right.
There are so many cleaners, and there's so many women, of course, and I hate to be stereotypical, but let's, facts are facts. Probably the greatest percentage of cleaning that's done in household is done from women. And a lot of these chemicals, these hormone disruptors, literally interfere with the body's natural messages of sending hormones. Now, you go to your OB or whomever you go to for your female health issues, and very seldom is that practitioner going to sit down and go, tell me what you're cleaning your house with.
They probably don't even realize.
And even if they did, you'd probably run out of there. Most patients would probably run out of the office saying,
right. What is he talking about?
I need a pill. I need a prescription. I need a quick fix.
Well, we talked about breathing in the fumes. Is this more harmful? Forget drinking them. Are the fumes more harmful for children? Can it cause asthma or anything like that?
No question. Asthma, allergies. Shirley, I'm convinced that I'm not going to blame household cleaners on ADD. I'm not going to, or on autism. But I am convinced of this: between what we've done to our environment, between what we've done to our water, between what we've done to using things like these household chemicals, the vaccinations, when you combine all these things together, I'm convinced that all these little carcinogens that we plant into our kids' life, almost all inadvertently, have contributed to the degrading health of children, both physical and emotional.
Well, we're going to talk about some healthy alternatives. There's lots more to cover, but it's time for a quick break. When we return, we'll be talking more about toxic cleaners and their impact on the environment. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Balanced Health.